This is what we're here to see. Ravinos. You know?
Nice. Thanks for doing that.
Give you the fist bump. Oh. Good luck tomorrow with everything.
Wait,
PinPin Productions.
I appreciate the shout out.
Yeah.
By the way,
Okay.
congratulations on the viral post.
Oh.
Holy, dude, my comment on that post has 3,000 likes.
It's so crazy. Yeah, I loved your comment on there. Here in the flesh, DP, the BP. Sticking with the theme of being first, going first, the PinPin crew and I got to be the first to kick off the series called Through the Lens at the Colorado Sports Museum and Hall of Fame in Vail, Colorado. We got to show first chair, opening day, snowboarding, the white ribbon of living to kick off the film series. But tonight, it's the Ravinos, which is a local snowboard, kind of a biker gang theme. You got to get initiated by doing the backflip off the whaler.
Get it. Taylor. This is the guy that's been years in the making.
Yeah, DP!
Money.
Yeah, dude.
That's going to be here tonight. Colorado Sports Museum and Hall of Fame. So stoked to see the Ravinos movie, which is going to premiere tonight. This is actually the second showing of the Ravinos' new documentary film. Last night there was a showing. Tonight's the final night of the showings. Tonight, this is what we're here to see. Ravinos, community tradition in Vail. Tonight is Sunday, March 16th. Tomorrow, St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
Tired?
Yeah. Chris, have you met David David?
Lots of the Ravinos have been in the PinPin Film series. There's even been some Ravinos that have done first chair and opening day. Some late nights, some early mornings.
Late nights. I was up at 8 ready for that powder hunting today. And
First chair, last call.
No, definitely not. I needed a nap before this. Rest my legs for tomorrow. We appreciate you making it out.
Yeah, man.
It's
looking awesome.
It's like, no, that
You
doesn't
need to show you the back too. I'm see if there's any seats back there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a hot
Bach, how you doing, Bach?
There we go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gotta get the puffs.
So I'm gonna make this really brief so we can get this movie started because it's stuffy here. So my name is Jen Mason and I'm the director of the Colorado Snowboard Museum.
Yeah.
Jack Bush is on our board. It used to be the Colorado Ski Museum. He pounded and pounded on the door of this museum and said to Susie Joseph, we have to change it to the Colorado Ski and Snowboard Museum.
Yeah, that's right.
Yay, Trent. If it wasn't for Trent, we would not have the amazing snowboarding collection that we have. Everybody has a lot of snowboards from back in the day. We have like Thompson's original board. So we want to make sure that we give a big round of applause for Trent Bush tonight. So
That's right.
Trent.
So I am so glad that Fred and Alex made this film. It is not just good, it is amazing. It's over the top. It's so good. It's so fun. And look at the energy in the room. Look at this crazy crowd. Like, I didn't turn anyone away. I just said you can stand in the back and you can't have a drink. But so good. So I did what I could. We squeezed them all in, and so now I'm going to introduce Alex, who is who's the director, and also he's a potential prospect, right? Woo!
Oh, this is unreal. Thank you guys for coming tonight, and yeah, this is incredible. Super pumped for tomorrow. I'll keep it quick on the film. We'll do a bit of a Q&A after, but yeah, it's inspired by the Ravinos kind of living here 10 years ago, seeing the patches dive up into the trees, and it's, yeah, the energy and support and progression that everyone encourages in each other is kind of stuff we've been seeing. So it's really cool to come out and be a part of making this film. Huge thank you to Fred, Drew, we had some footage from Daniel that came through, Hunter as well. John the Comic spent some time down in the archives shooting, which was really fun. And everyone was just so welcoming and kind of brought us in, and yeah, turned out better than expected, and so stoked to be sharing with the local community. What the Ravinos do is just incredible, so this film plays a small part in kind of sharing that with everyone and the rest of the community of Vail. Like, we're really stoked on that. So I'll finish it off with a quote from JVT that came through a few of the OG Ravinos, Mark Robinson and Jack Young. They provided some of the archival footage as well. Got Sev right here as well, and Jane. Got a few OGs in the house, Buzz, Vinny, yeah, good crew. So, flying Ravino colours shows appreciation for life through the excitement of edge sports and lifestyle. To become a Ravino, a person does not need to do anything different to what they are already doing. To be given colours is a compliment to the attitude and style of that person. There was no plan for it to evolve the way it has. It makes me feel good to see that the spirit still lives. Wow.
If you wanted celebrity status, you had to be a Ravino, man. You had to do something big.
And again, I want to thank Fred and Alex for making this film. And I also want to thank, my favorite part of this whole experience is getting all to meet the Ravinos. You guys are awesome. It's so amazing. And Colleen, the queen, is just the most cutest human being I've ever met. So thank you to the Ravinos for doing what you do and being so cool. And now I'm going to pass it off to Fred.
Oh my God, Jen. What have we done? Look at this crowd. Like, thank you so much. I mean, look, posting tonight, but also you don't even know the generosity. I literally did not know Jen, and I walked in and I was like, we need a location for tomorrow with like 25 people. Can you please let us have a place? She's like, of course, yeah, come on in, please, right there. So she's absolutely amazing. Alex, where are you, buddy? I don't know. There he is. We set out to sell a week's worth of footage into a 25-minute film, and I am like super proud of you for the work, dude. Like, not only directorially, but the effort in the editing suite was insane. So, thank you. Everybody have fun. Adam sends his apologies for not being able to attend. He unfortunately fell sick with some sort of crazy plague, so we told him to stay home and not get us all sick. But he is absolutely stoked for the support from the community, and really hope encourage anybody who's interested in learning more about Ravinos and becoming part of this wonderful group to reach out to him and just get like involved, and he's looking to help become that ambassador. So the Whaler, it's huge this year. Like, what's the current thing? 25? 80 to 80. That's extinction. But lift the landing like 35, 40 feet, and it's fast. So it's going to be a ton of fun. So you all not familiar, it's up in Northwoods. It's off of the run. First steps. So beautiful gallery. You can watch it below. Hike up to the top. I love hanging out in the pit with all the encouragement, getting all the prospects through. So definitely look forward to that. So with that, I'll turn it over to you for like part of you, and I'm going to bring Steph. You want to come up, and then Colleen, come up here, and John. John, if you will. All right, so this is Q&A. Colleen, what's it like to be the first one to backflip the whaler? Like,
it's an honor, actually. I mean, like I said, I have a lot of brothers, and they're super encouraging. Everybody's like excited to like see you do it, and I had some really awesome guys in my corner just cheering me on to do it, and that's how I did it.
Yeah. She's tougher than all of us, man.
and John, let's talk a little bit of history there. Right. So John's our local history like guru, man. Like, you don't read the newspaper. If you don't know John's name, you don't read the newspaper because he's everywhere and he knows everything. He knows all. He has an amazing book coming out here soon. So like, keep an eye out. There's gonna be a great story about this beautiful like valley that we all live in. So, but anyway, John, tell us a little bit about the history, the archival we were able to go through, and what does it mean for the community to have that this legacy?
Yeah, I guess I didn't quite realize till I started, digging into those old archive books in the dusty basement, the scary, spooky basement of the Vail Daily. So I'm a reporter at Vail Daily. I do the history column in the paper every Monday. It's called Time Machine, and it looks back at the different events throughout history. And so I spend a lot of time in that archive room, and I was also intrigued by the Ravinos, and got patched in myself, and then it was kind of curious about covering it in the paper, like, is this okay to cover? It's not really it's not an event, it's not people show up at the Whaler and do flips on St. Patrick's Day every year, but it's not like it's not an event, it's not how much coverage do you really give to it? And and then I look back in the old archive, there's like so much coverage, and just amazing photos and really cool stuff. And so when these guys said they were working on a documentary, I said, well, let's do the interview from the spooky archive and dust off those old books and take a look at them.
And that room smelled amazing.
Erica.
Awesome. So, about current president, El Presidente. Yeah, you lead it off every year, like you do the backflip, and so like the pressure's on for tomorrow. So like, what have you done to prepare? Like, and tell us some more about what does it mean for you to see this club grow up, man, and come to its latest rendition, and some of the past, and how you guys partner with like the Midwest, and just download, man. Download.
Downloading. So my name is Rob Bach.
Yeah, Bach. Yeah.
Been out here for a little while, and I just want to give a little shout out to my fellow Red Team. Thank you guys for staying up. We're a Beaver Creek crew, not as old as us, but some of the guys are probably as old as me. Red Team, Beaver Creek. Yeah. Bunch of peaceful punk rockers.
Yeah.
I guess
to be bringing those things.
To prepare. Okay. Prepare. I took one run yesterday, flipped the Whaler. Took one run today, flipped the Whaler, so she's running pretty good. Who else was there? Max was there. Got a few jumps. I think Lance probably came through at one point just after us. So shout outs to Lance Herring, who is a mogul skier at the age of 52, patched in, and that was 5 years ago. Let's just say it was last year. But he did it on mogul skis, and it was down to like the last minute, like you saw in the movie with Nick. He was just like, oh my god. And Lance literally was like, I'm gonna do one lap. And we're like, nope, you gotta hike up, dude. You gotta get up here. And he put it down. So in a sense, Lance, I think, is the oldest patch ever we've had. Right on mogul skis. Right, brother. So getting used to it, like I have a history I guess professional snowboarding. I wasn't like Shaun White or anything like that, but I did a pretty good run. Still do my thing, and I really like pushing my limits. And when I see like PinPin, when I see, shout out to PinPin Productions too.
Thank you, Rob.
Tom.
You're the man, sir.
When I see Chad Otterstrom still doing his thing, and he's a year or two older than me, I'm like,
Shout out to Chad. Thanks, Rob.
I was a little bit more of a pro than I was. As far as Ravinos is concerned, I think it's a huge honor to be a part of this. And like, dude, right now, like, wow, like this is really cool. And so, I just want to say, like, we're a crew that's just out there supporting what the lifestyle of what the ski town's supposed to be. You know, I think skiing industry, everything's kind of getting off track with dollars and cents and money and all that, and we're just like, dude, we're just here to have a good time, either on the mountain or off the mountain. Granted, sometimes people have bad days, so if you see a guy with a patch being dumb, just like slap him in the It doesn't happen very often, no. And so, touching on that too, though, is like we kind of set the standard of being like 21 years old to be a patch-in. And just last night, I honestly found out why we're called Ravinos. It started at the bar in Wisconsin called the Ravine.
Gosh.
So there you go. We started out being in a bar. We meet in bars. Said it last night. Everybody shows up on time every time. Right? And no one has drinks, and our meetings are super productive. Yeah, God, I just had something in my mind to say. But, what I was thinking regarding to the movie that Fred and Alex and they had a couple other film crew guys. Did everybody cry a little bit? Did everybody laugh a little bit? And then did everybody get stoked for tomorrow to come watch it? Alright. So if you don't know, tomorrow afternoon, probably around noon, because we're always on time, probably around noon till around 3, we're going to be up there, first steps, the Whaler Cliffs, and I want to see every one of you there, and I'd love to see every one of you hit that thing. Reminder, it's open. Red says helmet. But Alex is on the spot, so we can do it. So anyway, we'd like to open this up now for like a few minutes of Q&A. Last night, the question and answers went along for quite a while, which is really cool. So if you have a question for any one of us, I got Dave Pleshaw, our vice president, standing here. You know, and Seb. It's like one of the kids I coached. His name was Severin, and I was like, "You're called Sev, so you're gonna be Sev. You're doing Sev." So, just say a quick word about a little bit of the history, and then please hang out for a minute and just some question Q&A.
Thanks. It's so great to see everybody here.
Nobody can hear you.
This is really incredible to have this crew here. I'm in awe. Back in the day, I think it was mentioned before, it was illegal to get upside down on a mountain. And so, back in my day, which was back in the day, we would set up kickers everywhere. And so the big question was, where's the kicker going to be? Where are the Ravinos going to be? And by that time, the ski patrol knew where we were. And he would just, as soon as he landed, down the hill, just didn't want to have his passport. And so, and we all booked out of there too, and just kind of left the scene. And it was kind of catch as catch can. So after we got thrown off the mountain, of course, we went up to Vail Pass and down Meadow Mountain. And it was just before that Jeff was kind of, he was backing off of being the leader of the group. And I come from Breckenridge and practiced on Peak 10 July 4th, kind of honed my skills a little bit. And so Jeff came up to me and said, you know, we need somebody to kind of carry on. And this is Jeff's jacket. Yeah. So I am totally honored to be wearing this and have worn it up on the hill. And these are some old papers that I had in my archive from way back when, and pictures of the crew that I hung with back in the day, 81 and 84. And I'm in the photographs here. They're in the Vail Trail. So it was quite an honor for me to be able to be a part of this group, and I'm stoked to see so many of you guys picking up the mantle and contributing to the longevity and the legacy of this group. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. We got spoke up talking about that vest. And that's what it's all about, dude. It's an honor to wear these things. Yeah, you guys saw the movie too. Like, you know, I had a bad year. My brother died, and then shortly after, my dad died, and Fred's dad passed away. And you know, we had a moment last night that, you know, it's so, you know, tomorrow we're gonna shred for the dead. We're gonna shred for those who can't, those who aren't there, and those who are there. And we're gonna have some fun. I'm gonna force you to jump that thing. But I would love to open it up if anybody out there has any questions. Just kind of throw a hand up. When did it become legal? As far as what, the backflips? Okay, so that's a tough one because I'm not really sure if you know when.
I don't think it is yet.
Backflips. Well, that is part of the reason why we were kind of considered like the Hells Angels or the bad boys, because it was illegal to go upside down. So you're outlaw. You're doing something. That's why, you know, land it and get out of there before you got your pass pulled. All I can say is I moved out to Vail in '96, and that was the first year I think that Keystone allowed snowboarding. Okay, so somewhere around there is when, because when I started my professional career snowboarding, there were some times where you can't go upside down in the half pipe. So the McTwist and all that, I'm like, it's not totally upside down, you get away with it. So it might have been around at that time, around like the mid 90s, early 90s, that you could start going upside down again. Okay, yeah, thank you, John.
It was a National Ski Areas Association thing, and it was over insurance, and so they recommended that all their participating ski areas did not allow inverts. And gradually, in that time Rob just referenced, the terrain parks started becoming more common, and the signage and all of that stuff improved, and that insurance gradually started to become available again. And so one by one, by the early 2000s, it was, you know, full-on inverts again.
Johnny Mosley, yeah, he had to go, yeah, there's that court thing, yeah.
What year was that? 96?
First year, yeah.
I think that was 90, was that 96? Oh, okay. Yeah. So, yeah.
Thank you, Gus.
Yeah.
And thank you, Gus, for bringing some of the dudes I used to coach. I had to pass up coaching this year because my head isn't ready to be ultimate stoked every day. Huh? What? I love it, dude. Yeah. So the question was, like, can I get some of the younger guys to flip off that? We're sticking to the 21. If you want to do it, Gus, Dad Gus is going to do it. Young Gus can do it. I just can't patch him in. But if you want to show up and then next year, you're my prospect and I'll put your patch. That's the way we roll. We can do our prospecting thing by like January 1st and have those names in so we can move forward. Yeah. Go in.
Not this year.
Oh,
Is there?
trying to get Aaron Conley to show up. Aaron? It's just Dash.
Aaron? Aaron?
I invited her. I don't know if she showed up. She's injured.
No female prospects that I have.
Next year.
But yes, I've got a few that I up to see. So next year. But it's still gonna be awesome. And you never know. There could be a girl that just shows up just to backflip it. Even if she's not a prospect.
Yeah, pretty much. The question is, we've been around again for about 15 years, and where do I see this going in about 15 years. I think Dave and I and all the Ravinos here can agree that it's gonna blow up. Like, we want to have everybody there, ambassadors of shred, ambassadors of awesome, ski, snowboard. We even had a Ravinos patch in one year on tele skis, and then unfortunately later that spring, Live Like Logan, he passed away on the river. So that's why some of us will have some of these patches. But besides that, I feel like Ravinos is just going to keep getting bigger and bigger, and I'd love to see more of the West Coast chapters pop up, you know, Mammoth, Tahoe, things like that. The Midwest, we have a Midwest chapter that did their patching today, just because of the weekend or whatever, where we're keeping it real with the holiday on St. Patty's Day. But in 15 years, yeah, I want to see this just, gosh, imagine in 15 years this is happening again, and we got a whole new slew of people. What's up? Yeah, well, we got it.
So somebody asked a question about female prospects. Well, there's a lady in the audience here who is a Ravino from way back. I won't say how far back, but she is a classic. And Jane Shapiro, would you please stand up and show everybody your jacket? We're kind of the same vintage.
Well, with Jeff Van Tassel, and
so this closes the loop right here. Thank you, Jay.
And then we also, Grace, was it Grace last night that works here? Grace, is she not here tonight? So Grace was one other woman that patched in a long time ago. Back then though, Grace's story, and you might know this too, the girls didn't have to flip. She was like, Grace was like, yeah, we just brought the beer up, and the guys were like, you brought the beer, so you can just flip. You didn't flip, yep, you just, that's okay, but now we're flipping, right, Colleen? Question? Anyone? Yeah.
Are there any skiers?
Oh, yes. So the club started out as a ski club
Right.
in Wisconsin. That's before snowboarding was even allowed on the mountains. Like I said, 96, Keystone finally allowed. So yes, Buzz, Hunter. We had a bunch of guys on skis. But we don't like to, we're just people on shred. Yeah, no, I know, but it is. It was a big thing, and that's why I guess there's just a lot of us snowboarders that kind of came into the mix, and we're just doing it. But every year we're looking for some first skis. So Hunter Schlepper from Buzz's Boards. Hunter is the only one with the green patch, which means he got a double backflip. Yeah, that's right. There's the green patch right there. And speaking of buzzes, tomorrow, if you guys can't make it up on the mountain for our extreme extravaganza, come down to Buzz's at 4 o'clock, and we're going to have a community barbecue. That's where we're going to have our patches put on people's backs, and Mo's hooked us up with like 1,000 wings and stuff, so we're gonna it's just going to be a hell of a good time down there also. So yeah.
Here's a question.
Oh yeah, what do you got? I have never been to that bar, but Vinny has.
Jeff and I were friends, and I went to Oshkosh, Wisconsin, and met his mom. Had cheese curds and rocks and poutine, and rode at their lame little. I forget the name of the mountain is there, but it's like I said, I begin with I literally mocked these guys. I'm like, how good could a bunch of Midwesterners be? I'm a Colorado native, grew up in Denver, ski at Winter Park, Mary Jane, Bay Basin. I had no idea that anybody from any other state could possibly be as good as we were. So I was pretty impressed when I met all these guys. Jeff and I were pretty good buddies, and I knew Colorado, so I actually took him to a lot of other Colorado resorts. Took him to Aspen and Crested Butte, Telluride, and I showed him the steep stuff at A Basin. We got some pretty good friends that went back to his family. And yeah, that Ravino, the Ravine is a dive bar. It's a straight up dive bar.
Yes.
I have no idea, is it? Yeah. So
I don't know. I'm at.
I go there all the time.
For a while, I had a Ravine T-shirt, and then I started lifting weights, and I got too big to fit into it. So I really don't know what happened to it anymore. Yeah, I would love it if we could get together sometime and just for giggles go throw down in the ravine and just go ahead and Oshkosh and go to the ravine.
So Oshkosh, Wisconsin is where it pretty much all started. So any Midwest pride out there. I'm from Michigan.
I gotta make it to let you know. There is no such thing as a lame ski area, no matter how small.
You're right.
Right, we're on the same thing. Good.
How arrogant of you to say that. I apologize.
Any other questions? Maybe Dave, the VP, could answer something? Anyone?
The VP.
Oh, where are we at?
What's the red team about?
What is the red team about? Well, around the era of, so yeah, well, we did a cross patching about 10 years ago, guys. Is that about that? Yeah. That started Beaver Creek from guys at the other side snowboard shop up in Beaver Creek years ago. And honestly, it started out with Snowboard Reds. So that kind of was like the beginning, and then a few of the guys like Red Team, Phil Russell, Josh Millay, the rest of his soul. Josh was a big icon in the community. That passed away at the age of 23, and that was in 2004. So we still honor it. 2 weeks ago, we were down at Beaver Creek having a similar day where all these people showed up to ride logs all day. And we're all gonna have fun. So similar like to the tomorrow. So that's kind of the history, a little bit of Red Team. You know, I got the Red Team tattoo here and the Ravinos back there, so I'm cross-patched for life.
That team's all up in logs.
No, Red Team, you just gotta be rad. Do a shot, the Red Team shot, where what is it? You have the salt, throw the tequila, and squirt the lime in your eyes. I've done a few of those, and I told LJ, I was like, I used to do that for fun. 2 more questions? We got a couple more? No one? Sure, the Tom.
Expect any sequel to this movie? Could there be a number 2?
I mean, I want a whole series. Like, we got stories like Red Team. We got let's go. Another time. I mean, we definitely believe that we should do a prequel, right? And do the story of the original. Like back in, we should totally do that. Yeah, and I think we've already been invited to start that conversation. If we can get the West Coast up and catch up with the West Coast, we'd love to do that. Because I mean, the pictures of the sail and the surfing and that type of thing. It was a whole different vibe out there. So we would love to explore that. So yeah, we're going down there. We're going down to trend on this. So yeah, so we're excited.
Yeah, we've been filming this past winter, a little bit here and there, just trying to get actual parks together for people so we can actually do those video. Kind of coming out every year or maybe every 2 years. We're trying to actually get footage to make actual films. Like last year after Colleen took the Whaler, I was like, you know what? She guys never surfboards. Hey guys, we got this girl. You want to hook her up? And so the next day we wrapping her up and we're like, yeah, let's get Colleen a never summer. So just try to just promote our people. Buzz helps out all of us if you ever need anything. So yeah, just kind of like just promote the rippers in town and just keep that local, humble, mellow, ripper lifestyle attitude. There's no jackass kids or show on people. Like, you know what? That's awesome, but yeah, that's not what we're about. You don't need to be out there like, yeah, I'm the best gear on the hill. You know what that quote's from. Whatever. But that's not what we're trying to represent. It's just like Adam Merriman taught me when I first moved here. You can be that ripper, but you don't need to be that dude who talks about it and brags about it. Just do what you do, and the rest will fill up. So rip Adam Merriman as well.
I was just curious when you were more about
chapters. And now it's just Rocky Mountain West.
Yeah, right now. Okay, so the question from Dylan, who's one of the Snowboard Club Vail coaches. But he also, the first time he hit it, he's like, I've never hit this thing, and he went and did a backflip. Like, yeah. So other what was it again? Sorry.
I'm just curious about the other chapter.
Okay, well, yeah, so right now it is the Rocky Mountain chapter and Midwest chapter. On Friday night when we did our private show, we actually did a Zoom with the Midwest chapter, so they were here with us, which was really cool. And tomorrow we might try to do a dial-a-shot with them when we're doing patching. So that'll be kind of fun. West Coast, I'm not really sure. I think they just, when it all dissolved, it just kind of fell apart.
There were a few chapters, and in Colorado, where Shield as the flag of Rocky Mountain. And for a while, JVT was trying to have chapters at other major resorts starting basketball. I think there were 8 or 9 people who patched in Aspen, looking off of the Highline Ridge, right there at Temerity or Mushroom Bowl, and it was just, flip off the cornice and get a patch. It wasn't on St. Patty's Day, but it was, the objective for a while was to blow the club up and do it wherever you can. So I think there were guys from Jackson Hole, and I know there were definitely from Aspen. I got some names of guys that I haven't been in touch with for years, but I should reach out to.
I mean, is the Rocky Mountain chapter the most badass chapter?
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm going to get dumped if I say that.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, so Rocky Mountains goes from Canada to Mexico, and, of course, we're Rocky Mountains. And so it was always a little silly. But back in those days, there was a rivalry between Aspen and Vail. Like, there was a legitimate, wow, you're from Aspen, we don't like you, we're in Vail, and that's, it was silly, but because it's like, which twin is hotter? We did have a black twin of Aspen. And a lot of the guys over here were like, oh, we don't want Aspen to be part of the Vail chapters. So we'll patch them in. We like it that they're living a lifestyle and they can flip, so let's give them their own patch. Give Aspen a different patch than Vail.
And so we are trying to keep together too, like the chapters, we're trying to maintain the same platform and all that, like being positive role models. We are positive role models on the mountain. We're the ambassadors of Shred, the ambassadors of awesome. Whether you're on a ski, on a snowboard, on a snow skate, if you're walking down the hill, just getting rad, jumping on the tree, I don't care. That's what we're all about, just having fun. Before I turn it over to Fred to close out this, I want to say thank you all for being here. I think this is really cool. I just have to say, Dave mentioned our friend Adam Merriman, who has his board and stuff in the back there. Adam unfortunately passed away a couple years ago on his e-skateboard going to pick up his kid from school in Sandstone. And I officiated that memorial service here, and the museum has been really awesome about keeping some of that there. He was the original K2 Fat Bob. It was like basically his pro model. And so there's a red K2 back there, and just pay homage to Adam and all those. So again, thank you all for showing up, and thanks Fred, and thanks Alex for making this happen.
Again, the touching moment that we had, it's hard to lose a parent. It's hard to go through it. I'm just a fly on the wall of this group and the community that I felt over 1 week. I mean, it was like insane driving home, and I was like, oh man, it's still this. So again, Alex, thank you. But the crew you guys have, the community you've built, and what you do for the community at large is amazing. So thank you. Our film opened in Vancouver for the worldwide Whistler, and the tour got kicked off, and reception there was wonderful, and they felt the feeling and the need of the community, and so maybe that's where the West Coast comes back alive. I don't know, we'll have to see. We brought it here for 3 days. The reception here has been, I mean, it's insane. like, thank you for coming out and enjoying your Sunday evening with us. It's amazing. Our next showing is March 21st, but you have to travel to Manchester, UK for that. So, but if you want to go to Sheffield, like, it's a badass thing. Thing, and it's shown inside of a cathedral. So, I wish we could go. Like, I mean, it's going to be insane. We also recently got notified for the Castle Rock Film Festival for the Front Range. And that's somewhere April 15th. So stay tuned. We'll get an actual announcement out of it more. But yeah, our next trip we're planning to mountain communities. That's our main target, and we definitely need to look to bring it to the Ravino. Hell yeah.
I'm a good colleague shot for all the girls out there. Tell them about your clothing line coming out.
A little bit about me. Years ago, I went to the Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising, and I've always wanted to start a fashion line. It was like kind of a long-term goal. And when I came out here, I knew that there was a need for some awesome snow outerwear for women specifically. And so I have a brand that will be launching in the fall. And the brand will be called Stormy. So, I'm open to ask or answer any questions after. And if you guys have any more questions about that, it's gonna be open.
Love that. I love that. All right, we've been closing the last couple of nights, and tonight's no different with a skier's toast. Pat Pfeiffer was the historian and curator here at the museum, and Dana, who is the current curator, came forward with this beautiful toast, and I like to repeat it tonight. Drink to the snow that's coming down. Drink to the revelry in town. Drink to the mountain steep and high. Drink to the skier shushing by. Even you. Drink to the friends that have gone before. Drink to the friends we are with once more. Drink to the skiers that will come hereafter, and so on. And drink to a life of love and laughter. Cheers.
Cheers. We'll see you all tomorrow at noon at the Whaler. You jumping for Jeff. Yeah. See you then. Thank you. You jumping for Jeff. Yeah. See you then. Thank you.
High five, brother.
Oh, have you met my puppy Cheeto?
No.
He's freaked out by all the clapping.
Oh, Cheeto, that's so scary. Oh, buddy. If people clap, it's okay. It's like a high five, but lots of them.
How are you doing, man?
Well, man, yourself?
Arriba. On the canal. Cody got one too. All right.
Acted like the same.
Fist bump. Nice job. You know?
Nice. Thanks for doing that.
Give you the fist bump. Oh. Good luck tomorrow with everything.
PinPin Productions.
Yeah, appreciate the shout out.
Yeah. By the way, congratulations on the viral post.
Oh.
Holy, dude. My comment on that post has 3,000 likes.
It's so crazy. Yeah, I loved your comment on there.
Dude, so
Let's
the
check
post
it out.
itself must have an insane, how many, can you tell how many like likes and views it has?
We got, where is it? 642K. So we'll go for 1 million.
Wow.
But this was like nothing even happened. This was so mellow.
But where? Oh, this is then
81.
Okay, so this is still in Vail then.
That's me.
81. Let's see.
He was going back, I was going forward.
Oh,
That is so It's radical.
Yeah, and then I got another one from 84 over here.
Oh, 84 would have been
the last year that they were on the mountain.
Meadow Mountain, maybe? Oh, no, it was
Here in the flesh, DP, the BP,
Absolutely. Thank you for showing
Love
up.
the movie.
Always.
Love the movie.
Always. Thank you for
Yeah.
the support, man. Ravinos.
Right on.
Get Chado out here some year.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
And you want to say for the YouTubers out there?
Bend your knees all the time. Bend your knees and you'll be fine.
Isn't there a song like that?
You know, I think there's a band out there that did something like that.
And what's the name of that band again?
Your Robot Overlord.
Overlords.
Secret of Life, that's the song.
Secret of Life. Bend those knees.
Bend
So
those
got
knees.
some good coaching.
Exactly.
Right on, brother. Oh, I love the movie. It was so great. Great documentary on the Ravinos. Of course, I'm a little biased because I have a lot of friends in the film, but definitely worth checking out if you can get your hands on it. If you can find the Ravinos film documentary, it's worth checking out.